You guys, how, I don't understand how it's already October. I know, it's crazy. But today I'm gonna share with you guys all of my favorites. So many cool things to share with you guys today. I'm so excited. Okay, it's been a really good month. So many fun things are going on. I've discovered so many great things. I feel like I feel like my skin's good. Like I found all these good products and it's just everything is good. Life is good. So we have some fashion stuff. We have some beauty stuff. I'm gonna share with you guys a little bit on my most worn like bags and stuff like that. Clothing, shoes, things like that too. So we're gonna go over some beauty and all that. So I love these videos. I think it's just such a fun roundup of like the best of the best stuff. Oh, thanks for your feedback on the mailbox video. I know that you guys liked that and you guys always like those, and I kind of threw in a little blurb during my empties about that, how, you know, you guys always give such great feedback on those and you seem to really like them, but I always get a little bit of anxiety, not anxiety, but I just kind of feel like before I film them, I'm just like, oh, like I know it's not like a concise topic or it's not something that I'm gonna be talking, like it's just a lot of stuff and I feel so overwhelmed, and I found so many other things that I did not mention that I should have that were so good that I just haven't had a chance to use, and they were just kind of like, they just got kind of shuffled back, and so I cleaned this room out a couple days ago. Found all this stuff, and so I am going to start doing that regularly because you guys said that you would like to see that, and I like to do that, and I think honestly, even if you're not a fan of those, and you may not be a fan of the way I do them, I'm personally not a fan of the way that I have been doing them because I feel like they're just very kind of rushed. I don't get to really in-depth show you things, you know, because I don't want it to be like a 2-hour long video, which it would be if I showed you everything and swatched and did all that. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to try to start throwing one in a month, and that way we'll really be able to like talk about things. It'll be more current, and I just think that it will be better. So yeah, we'll do that. I got the Chanel jersey, and was this in my favorites last month? I don't know, but I don't feel like I feel like I've mostly just been wearing it the way that I've been wearing it this last month. I mean, obviously you'll probably be able to tell, I haven't been wearing any bronzer. I haven't been doing any like heavy contouring, or like, you know how I used to always like do my bronzer all over. I have been loving the way that my skin looks, just kind of like pretty and pale. Not that that's what I use bronzer for, to try to look tan, but it just kind of warms up my skin. Well, I found that I can actually use this blush to do that. It looks a little, no it doesn't. No, it looks about right. I was gonna say it looks a little pinker on camera. It's actually very like warm, healthy tan rose, I would say, but not like super tan. I love the way Chanel blushes smell. But anyways, what I've been doing with this is I have been taking a fluffy brush and I have been using it. This isn't the exact fluffy brush that I use, but this would work. It's the Sigma, you know, Sigma powder brush, and I just use it kind of like, you know, as blush. I just kind of do it like that, put a little on my forehead. So kind of like I would a bronzer, but it's not intense like a bronzer. But it's kind of like my blush and everything. I feel like I'm not using as many products, and it's honestly just really pretty, and I love it. So that's a great universal color if you just want like an easy blush, if you're not a bronzer person. It's good. This I showed in my mailbox video, and I have really fallen in love. It is the Estée Lauder, the Estée Edit. It's from that Estée Edit line. And this is the Inside Track Eye Kaujal in Bold Bordeaux and Urban Nude. And these are like the dual-ended pencils. And at first I thought, okay, that's cool. Just little, you know, complementary or whatever, you know, colors that kind of go together. And this was the first one that I reached for. Come in some different colors, but I kept this one that is like brown and with this like kind of nude, and then one that was black that had like a more gunmetal-y shade on it, but I haven't used that one yet. But this one, oh my gosh, you guys, that's what I'm wearing for my liner today. If you are, like, I'm not generally a fan of pencil liners because I feel like, you know, when you use them, you have to, you know, they don't get close enough to your lash line. If they're creamy enough where they do, or where you can like actually, then usually they look a little too thick, or when you smudge them, they smear and they don't like really retain like their darkness. Okay, this stuff is, it's very soft. It feels like just, I barely touched that to my skin. Like just the lightest feathery touch. It's like buttery, liquidy, soft. I put it kind of like on its edge like this, and I just, before I do my mascara, you know, and I just kind of do one straight line that's not like intense or anything. It's the perfect thickness. It gets into my lash line without me having to do it. It just melts perfectly in. And then the cool thing about it is that when I go back to smudge it, which I like to use these little, like an E30 brush. This is one of those synthetic ones, which I think all their brushes are synthetic now, but this was the one that felt kind of slippery, you know what I mean? You just kind of like go like that, you know, and it doesn't smudge it away. It like stays in place. For it to be this creamy and like to melt on, it just like, it stays in place. Like you can go like that and it kind of softens it, but it doesn't wipe it off, you know? It kind of, you can see it kind of smudged it like, but it didn't wipe it off. And then I didn't do this other side, but what I've been doing with that is like, I mean, this is crazy. It's like it's like a light, fleshy color. It's so good. And you can use it like on the because it's like inside track, you know, like you can use it to line, you know, your inner line, which, you know, works great for that too. And I'll kind of show you. I'm not a fan of doing this. I feel like it makes you look a little, I just feel like it makes your eyelashes, I don't know, it just makes my eyelashes look a little fake. But I mean, it kind of, I don't know, people say that kind of wakes you up. I've never been a fan of lining my waterline right there. But it's okay, it looks good. What I'm wearing on my eyes, and I'm gonna just mention this quickly because I have mentioned this a lot, the Tom Ford, this is the Autumn Winter 16 AW16 palette is what it's called. It's a duo, and it's just perfect. I today just used a fluffy brush on this lighter color, just swept it over my eyelids, and it's beautiful. It's just like the most perfect, like nude, just shimmery but not frosted. It's just the most beautiful finish of these. Like they're kind of metallic, but they don't look, they're just beautiful. So this has just become one of my, you know, must-have, like I just love it. The Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Liner, I feel like I may have talked about this last month, but maybe not, I don't know. I think it's just because I bought it last month. It's the Pillow Talk Liner. So universal, so perfect. You guys have got to try this, and I will, see, it's just so good. It's like, you could put it on with anything. I could have worn it with this. I didn't wear a lip liner with this. This is the Velvet Lip Glide number 54 by NARS. Love those. I would have showed you my Chanel number 5 low, but something kind of funny happened to it. I was going to give my sister-in-law a whole bunch of stuff, and I'd had it sitting here on my table. I'd been kind of leaving it in here because it was kind of pretty. So there's kind of a spot for it on my vanity, and I just thought it was in here so I didn't miss it. And I had given her the stuff a few days ago. Hadn't really worn perfume the last couple of days. Like if I had, I was wearing like my Jo Malone or something, but the Chanel I like to just kind of always wear. But you know, I knew it was in here, so I just was like, whatever, I need to get that. Well, then I came in here when I was filming a video earlier. I was like, wait, where is that? And I was freaking out. I thought, you know, like it's just crazy when something you just absolutely, you know, you just lose it. And you're like, what? I accidentally gave it to my sister-in-law. So I texted her and I was like, if you really like that, you can keep it and I'll get another one. I feel bad. But she said she didn't really care. Like she wasn't like her favorite. So she's gonna give it back to me, but now I feel bad. Did I just be a favorite? I love, love, love it, even though I haven't missed it for a couple days. Okay, and I talked about this a little bit in my empties video. I kind of gave you guys a skincare update, and I mentioned this product that I was really loving. I briefly mentioned it and I linked to it, but a lot of people were like, what was the product that you, so maybe I wasn't like clear about what it was, but it is this. It is the Kate Somerville Anti-Bac Acne Clearing Lotion. You guys, I stopped using benzoyl peroxide before I was pregnant, but I had sworn by it for years and it was so great for my skin. And then after I was pregnant, I just didn't go back to using anything like that. But my skin texture changed, you know, it was just so different. And of course, you know, I was breaking out here and there, but I was, you know, my actual skin texture sucked. Like I had like a lot of clogged pores, little white bump, you know, just things that make your skin look gross. And I was kind of battling that, like products that I reused, the Sunday Riley, great. They were keeping me from breaking out, but I was, because of my skin type, I guess I'm oily, like I'm more prone to that kind of thing. You know, I had some clogged pores and stuff, and I was having a really hard time with that. So I remembered, why not use a benzoyl peroxide? So I looked to see if there was anything, because I used to use Proactive and stuff, but I didn't really want it, you know, I don't want to like use that again and use the whole thing. I just like that little like last step lotion, you know, and I thought, well, maybe I could get my hands on that if I had to, but I don't want to have to like buy it separate. So I found this. It's the Kate Somerville Anti-Bac Acne Clearing Lotion. It has benzoyl peroxide. It is so good. So it's 5% benzoyl peroxide. It says it targets pores to clear existing blemishes and blackheads. It says you can use it AM and PM up to 1 to 3 times a day is needed, and I use it twice a day. Experienced absolutely no dryness or irritation. Sometimes when I would use the Proactive, like when I would go to it after not using it a while, I would kind of peel a little bit. Absolutely nothing with this. It's very, I don't want to say emollient because it doesn't feel greasy afterwards, but the lotion feels like that when you put it on, but it feels very dry once it sets. Like it's, you know, it's not going to feel greasy or anything. You definitely need a moisturizer afterwards. And that may be why my skin's been looking nice and not, you know, having any irritation, because I have been using good moisturizers. But night and freaking day, I feel like my skin looks like it did years ago. Absolutely nothing on my forehead. Like, it's like just so smooth. Like, I don't have any, and I had like some stubborn, you know, those little ones that just wouldn't go away, like those little white bumps that just would not go away, that just became a part of your skin texture, and I get them here. Totally, like, not even a fraction of what I had before. Like, and this literally happened after maybe like 2 or 3 weeks of using this. I really noticed results after the first week when my forehead was completely clear. So I'm not talking about like acne. I'm talking, well, that too, because I haven't broken out at all since using this. But wow, for my skin texture, this is just amazing. And I will, of course, link to everything below so that you guys can see the exact products that I'm talking about. I did pick up a new product for my brows. So I feel like I have a lot of brow products. So I've really been into these brow products, and that are more like angular like that. So this brow pencil, I'm almost out of it. This is all I have left. It's the Makeup Forever, the Pro Sculpting Brow, and it's in shade 20. And I feel kind of silly that, you know, I didn't really use this part of it. I wish it didn't have that little part. I mean, that's kind of cool though. Maybe when I repurchase it, I'll really use that, but it's just not like a big deal. I don't know. I just like the brow product. And the thing is, I love the shape. I love like the way my brows look when I do this. Like if I use something else and I go back to this, it's just like, you know, those products that you have like that. And you know what it is with this, with me? It's the tone. So it may be totally different for y'all, like something else maybe just as wonderful. But for me, it's just the tone of it. So it may not be as great for you because it's a color thing. But the shade 20, it doesn't look greenish, it doesn't look reddish, it doesn't look orangey, which is very hard for me to find in a brow pencil. So it's just perfect, and it's not too dark either, because if I use a color that's too dark, then it looks too much on me, you know, because my brows are already dark. So I really love this. It makes similar ones, although the tone isn't quite the same, and that's why I love this so much. So, you know, I was thinking, well, let me just try something else. I like them that are a bit fatter, you know, like the fatter pencils, and I had just sworn by the Anastasia Brow Wiz for years, and I could still use that and love it. But the thing with that is, I guess now I'm just used to a thicker pencil. So I tried to use it the other day, and it was a bit different, you know, because it's just like a hairline little pencil product. So that would definitely be a favorite. But I did want to kind of share with you guys, this is new. I purchased this Chanel Sculpting Eyebrow Pencil in shade 30. I thought, well, maybe this is going to be too dark, but it's not. It's perfect. And it's honestly, I would say it's like the same exact tone as this one, as the Makeup Forever. Not that I was like trying to find something to replace it, but I just thought, you know, I like to try different things. And I love that it's like a sharpenable pencil. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. You know, like it can be a little more precise, but it's a little fatter. I do love the shape of these though, that are kind of flat. But I like that the pencil has a really nice spoolie on one end. So far, so good with this. It's kind of cool. So if you guys were looking for, you know, a new eyebrow product to try, and maybe you're not a fan of these that are shaped like that, and you know you want something, I don't know, try this. I didn't really know anything about that one, and that was kind of neat to try. I'm not going to get into this too much because I feel like I've talked about these so much, but I would say the Clinique Moisture Surge, both of them, the regular one, which is what I use at night. I use the gel one at night. Just because I feel like I can like really pile it on and it's not like greasy. It just kind of sinks in and locks in everything for the night. And then the Clinique Moisture Surge Intense, which this is the one that feels a little more slippery and velvety. I use this in the morning under my makeup, and it makes your makeup look freaking flawless. These are just so good. I just can't say enough good things about those. I feel like those have also helped kind of change everything. And then quickly, this is cool. So I busted this back out again since I'm not using like the my bronzer or anything to contour, I like having just a little cream contour palette like this. And to me, I think this one is just the absolute best. It's the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Palette. And it is the 4-in-1 face contour palette. So you get a highlight, a contour, and a little shimmer. And this is a color that you can like use on your cheeks, which I don't really use that a whole lot. But the contour is so cool. Like you can use this. I like to use it on a, you could use it on a brush. You could use it on a beauty blender. But you know, you can kind of, if you did want to contour a little, you can, which I very rarely will do right here because I feel like I've already like pretty naturally, I'm okay there. But I like to, and I'm not a big nose contouring person, but I do like to use it really lightly on my nose because when I don't use bronzer or I don't do what I usually do, I feel like it just adds a good dimension, and I really, really am obsessed with this lightest color because it is really hard, oh, my finger had something on it. It is really hard to find light colors that actually show up. Can you see that? So even if I don't contour my nose, like if I don't put any dark, I like to put that light color. I think it's really pretty. So this is such a good palette. If you guys have not tried this, I would. It's not greasy because I don't like a lot of cream contouring products because I feel like they're too greasy or they don't set or they stay sticky, and this one really is does not do that. It's really nice. And I've been using the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick that I got. It's the Kim KW, and it's this very beautiful nude. Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks smell the best out of any. They're just so sweet and delicious. But it's just the most beautiful nude, and I guess it's just kind of different for everyone. Finding the perfect nude is kind of like finding the right tone of eyebrow pencil or something. Some of them are gonna make you look, you know, a little washed out, whereas it'd be beautiful on someone else. Too pink, too nude, too brown, and this one is just perfect. It has just the right amount of like pinky, peachy, nude. It's just perfect. It's just such a pretty color. I love her lipsticks because they're not too dry and they're not too creamy, and the finish of this one is just beautiful. I have really been busting into my Jouer lipsticks that I've had some of them for a while, but it kind of reminded me to get them back out, and or not to get them back out because they're all right here, but just to kind of like try them again, to start using them again because they are so good. The color range is just so great. The formula is really nice. It's right up there with like the Kat Von D, with the Melted Matte. They're all kind of similar, which I'm pretty picky about the formula of those. These are so good. So I've been wearing the Tawny Rose, which I wore, I forgot what video it was, but I've been wearing that one a lot. This one is called Melon, which I've been wearing a lot too. And then this one I really love because they do something that a lot of brands that have liquid lipsticks don't do because they're matte. They think that, you know, they can't put any shimmer to them, which doesn't really make sense because you can definitely do a shimmer with a matte finish. Doesn't mean, you know what I mean? They do shimmery liquid lipsticks, matte liquid lipsticks really well. And this is the color Papaya. And this is that shade that I mentioned that, what is my hair keep doing right here? This is the color that Kim Zolciak says that she wears. I just thought that was kind of funny, but this one is really good. It's really pretty. It's like, it's a beautiful pink, a little bit of a goldiness, but not like golden crazy looking on your lips. So pretty. So those are the lip colors that I've been wearing. Let me talk to you really quickly about some fashiony stuff. Normally I will, you know, kind of throw in my most worn bag, but I feel like it's been, you know, the Rocky, or what is it, Rocco? The Rocco, the big one that I wear all the time. Just absolutely love that bag. I get a lot of compliments on it when I wear it, and you know, like I said, it was a very like it bag several years ago, and I'm glad that I didn't get it then. I kind of like it now because I feel like it's kind of like a brand new thing, and it's like, you know, it's kind of a little different, which I wouldn't care if everyone had it, if I loved it, but I think it's kind of funny. I think if I would have bought it then, maybe because it was a fad, I think this is my point, if I would have bought it then, or if I would have been the type of person that like bought it because it was a fad, I probably wouldn't have loved it as much as I love it now because I really bought it just because I loved it. You know, like I don't care if it's trendy or, you know, and I'm not trying to buy it either because no one has it. I think that's just as crazy, but I love it. I think it's just so good. But my point is, I feel like I've mentioned that so many times. I did a what's in my bag video this month. Was it this month? Yeah, with that. And also, I recently just switched into my Evelyn bag, which I really love, and I'm kind of like getting back into that again. So after I wear that a while, I might do another like video with that, or have I ever done a video with that? I don't know. If you guys want to see that, let me know. So I won't really like talk heavily about bags or show them because I feel like I've shown them so much. So, okay, so with clothing, what I'm wearing and everything. Oh, these are a little different. I feel like I'm always showing you guys the same pearl earrings that I wear all the time. But these are my Kate Spade little studs that I really love. They come in all different colors. These are my black ones. And my 2 necklaces that I pretty much wear on repeat. So got those. And then of course, my Barefoot Dreams. Perfect time of the year to be wearing these because even though it's like really warm during the day, since it is so cold at night, the house stays cold all day. So I feel like I have to wear this all day. But I wanted to show you this one because I feel like I've shown you so many of them. Like you saw, I had the sleeves pushed up a little bit and that works too. So this one I believe is called the, is it Circle? It's something because it's kind of shaped like that. But I wanted to show you, you know, I have a bunch of different ones. I have like the original one that's kind of just like drapey, and I've been wearing that one a lot too. But I did want to mention, gosh, I feel like that fell all over me because I do. I wanted to mention this one because I think this is the best one. So many people ask, like, you know, is it an item that's just kind of a, like, wear it around the house, PJ item? Could I wear it out in public? I would honestly wear any of mine in public because I just don't care. Like, if I like it, I like it. Who the hell cares? But this one I would say is the most, like, you could wear it to work, or, you know, if you were concerned about it looking a certain way. I don't know. This one looks more like a piece of clothing maybe that you bought, like a sweater. And this one too tops in at my favorite because of the pockets. I could talk about Barefoot Dreams in every video. I try to add a few pieces to my collection every year, but yeah, I feel like I really love them. Okay, so I have talked about these boots so much. I've talked about them in videos. I showed this in my fall lookbook, which I'm gonna do a holiday one coming up too, which I'm excited about. I just like to do like real things, you know, like what I would actually wear. These were in there, and these are the boots that I got stuck in because I was literally doing that video on a super hot day, had the windows, like, you know, the sun was coming in. I was sweating, you know, like when you're changing and you're doing a video and you're like, you know, even if it's not hot, you get hot. And I put these on just to show for the video with no socks on, and my feet, I guess, were sweaty, and I got stuck in them. But if you wear them with socks, they pull right off. It's no big deal. I know it was dramatic, but okay, these over the knee boots. These are by Stuart Weitzman. I'm a true 9.5 always, and I wear a 9 in these. So I guess size down, half a size. Do they come in half size? I don't know. Suede boots, I think, are just, for me, they just feel more like, I don't want to say current, because I feel like I love them. I'm not loving them because of that. I truly think they look better. But look how like deep and beautiful they look. They're just so good. And the suede is just like, it doesn't attract a bunch of like gross lint. I mean, trust me, we have like dog hair, and like, you know, even if I've walked through the house with these, like they don't get gross. I mean, maybe they look gross on camera. They don't look gross. Some of these lights show everything, and I look at something and I think, oh, that looks good. And then when I look back, it looks bad. But anyways, they're so good. I'm not wearing them today because I'm obviously in the house right now, but I'm wearing, you know, just like leggings. So I'm probably not going to throw these on today. I probably could wear these with leggings. I probably would wear these with leggings because I love them so much. But they're really nice because they have this, you know, elastic at the back, which is essential for over the knee boots. So it kind of takes the guesswork out of, you know, whether something will fit you or like over your calves or whatever. You know, people notice them like they're a cool item, but they don't look like so in your face and trendy or crazy or anything, or like you're wearing like thigh-high boots or anything. They're just, you know, they're right over your knee. So I think it's really beautiful. And, oh, and yeah, the comfort. They're flat. So you get kind of the effect of like a really sexy, beautiful boot, but they're flat. So you can like wear them to work. You can wear them, you know, just running around, very mom friendly. They are a bit expensive because they're the Stuart Weitzman ones, but I think, you know, obviously I don't mind investing in nicer boots because I don't throw my stuff out every season. I will wear these year after year, season after season. Okay, now this I wanted to share too. This is a new item from Lululemon. I'm obsessed with the Align leggings. That's what I'm wearing right now. They come up right above your belly button. They suck you in. They make you look really nice if you just had a baby, if you have tummy troubles, if you have anything like that, or tummy troubles, sounds like something different. So tummy, if you want to smooth your tummy, it's very, very, very good. And they just feel so good. So anyways, I popped into Lululemon the other day when we were eating dinner, and I grabbed another pair of my leggings because I have a cropped pair and I have a long pair, and I wanted one more long pair so that I would have two to wear during winter, because my Victoria's Secret leggings, they haven't held up super well. I mean, when they were new, I could wear them out or whatever, but like I wear my leggings a lot. I live in them in the winter, in the summer, gosh, I live in them. I was gonna say when it's cold, I live in them all freaking year round. Yeah, I really do. They're like a staple for me. And when I got these Align ones, when I started wearing those, like I have had Lululemon shorts, I've had, you know, jackets, and who was it that told me that they were so good? I think it was Alicia's mom. I think it was when we met one day. We popped into that same Lululemon, and her mom, I think was it a sports bra or was it leggings? I don't remember. Anyways, for some reason I'm thinking leggings. I remember me and Alicia were talking and I was like, I would not buy these leggings. I've heard great things about them, but I would not buy them because I wash and dry my leggings so much. How do I justify that expensive of a legging when I wear mine out, literally like wear them out to the point where like I don't even want to donate them, like I throw them away because they get ratty. And she agreed. She was like, yeah, you know, like, and I'm like, yeah. So then my other friend recommended them. My friend Vanessa recommended them, and I was like, okay, there's something to this. I'm just gonna try them, whatever. You know, I buy other things. Let me try these leggings, because leggings is something that I really enjoy. So I bought them. Long story short, they're the Align leggings. They're life-changing. They're wonderful. They wash up beautifully. I cannot tell my old ones from my new ones, because the other day I was like, okay, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna wear my newer ones, and I looked and I was like, I can't even tell the difference, and I've washed my older ones so many times. So I just love them. I think that they're very worth the money. Alicia, if you're watching, you do need to get those. They're so good. I think you would like them. But anyway, so we were breezing through, we were trying to get home quick, you know, I grabbed my leggings, we were leaving, and I just kind of felt this hanging, and I was like, I looked and I was like, okay, give me that. Okay, so this is, now the leggings are very true to size. I buy a size 4. They're true to size. Now, if you've ever shopped Lululemon jackets, like those jackets that I used to always wear, which I need to bust out again. I have a bunch of them. I love them. You have to size up so much. If I wore a 4, I couldn't even fit it over half my body. Like, I don't know why their sizing is so out of whack, but literally I have to wear like a 6 or an 8. Gosh, a 6 would even be kind of like an 8. So you have to size up pretty big. So I bought a 6 in this because it looked like it was pretty big. Anyways, but it looked like, you know, it's a sweatshirt. I want it to fit a little wide. I love how the neck is kind of a little up, and it feels so good. When I was checking out, the woman that was checking me out was like, oh, don't you love these leggings? Let me tell you all about them. And I was like, oh yeah, you know, I've got some. They're so good. And the lady next to me that was checking out was like, what are they? And she was like, here, feel them. And they were like passing them around, and I'm like, those are my pants. You know, and they were like feeling all my stuff, and I was like, I mean, that's okay, whatever. But it was just really weird. Okay, anyways, yeah, the leggings, they feel good. But they were doing the same with this. The woman was like, yeah, you're gonna live in this, and I really think I will. I just kind of want it. I've worn it once, but I took it off like halfway through the day because it was kind of, you know, not super cool that day. But it's not gonna like sweat you out or anything, but it'll definitely keep you warm. Lululemon, good stuff. Kind of in love with them again. I had like a very serious love for Lululemon maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, and kind of didn't buy anything for a long time. I'm back into it. I really like it. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, as always. I hope that you guys have had the best month. I hope that everything is going so well. If it's not, just be positive, stay positive, treat people nicely, put out so much kindness and positivity, and you will get it back. If you're negative, if you tear people down, you'll get it back, and that's probably why people that do that are like that anyways. But you know, I truly feel that what you put out, you get back, and there's just so many reasons to be happy. Don't focus on the negative. Life is good. So I don't know why I got all like woo there for a minute, but yeah, I just feel so thankful that you guys watch, that we can share this time together, because this is so good for me. I mean, this has become like what I do, but it's also just, it's fun, it's an outlet, it's so much fun to share, to talk about something that I really love, which is like beauty and trying all this new fun stuff. But at the same time, like, I just like sharing good stuff, like what I like, and it's just like with friends, it's become more, you know? We're getting pretty serious. I mean, I don't know, I'm trying to say, like, we're getting pretty serious, guys, but you know what I mean. It just has become like, there's just so much feeling, and it's become like a good, I think, friendship, and it's just become such a cool place, and I just really am so thankful for all of you guys. I just yeah, love you so much. If you want to get warm and fuzzy ever, just stick around to the last like 2 minutes of my videos. I hope that you guys have found some cool things this month. Maybe this has inspired you to check out some of these things that you didn't know about. So yeah, let me know what your favorites were this month. I love your comments. Thank you guys. Love you guys. I will talk to you soon, and bye.